tell it like it is. I tell it like it's supposed to be. I try and give my everything. That's probably why they stole from me. Cross my heart and hope to die before they take my soul from me. Hope and pray on the path of a wild predator. The glow remains when the vocal range is a wide plethora. Expose my passion in a cultured fashion. You more or less condone these actions if there's no reaction. I was on the corner, turned up, overactive. Looking forward to the game, it's like the road was practiced. They pose a threat, we get the picture. You know the tactic, pros are snapping. Since then my memories be photographic.
Alright, it's Londonjennn here. I'm here with Rivers. Rivers, say hello.
What's up, everybody? Wagwan Internet.
First ever UK champion of Premier Battles representing Shark City from London. Make some noise for Rivers.
Rivers, we met at the Process event at the weekend put on by No Loose Chat.
Actually, I think we met before that.
Oh,
I think we met at the Art of Rap
event.
Yeah, but obviously we didn't get to speak. But
Yeah.
we met again shortly afterward, didn't it? But yeah, man. So what did you think of the show? You like it?
Oh, it was an amazing event. Shout out Snoop and Paris and Tally.
NLC.
So I don't wanna end. No, you shot it. Oh, you rap. When you take
Hey, now I'm chilling on the block. We building on the top.
Recording, baby.
Absolutely amazing event. It blew my expectations. I didn't expect to be a judge. That was something of a surprise. But the event was just top notch. It was the battles, the atmosphere, the vibe. It was so gritty. It was up close and personal.
Definitely.
The vibe in the room, the atmosphere. Yeah.
I feel like the last Art of Rap that I went to, I think who was Mark battling? Mark versus, is it Black T?
All I know is I better hear your battle rap gap verse. If not, I'll hand this poet a beating and we'll see if his gas works. You weak bitch. All you do is surface level breakdowns and weak flips, but here's where we diff. There's a clear difference in disses, so pre-this, don't be tense. I'm the Green Lantern. Anything I think I can conceive with. These wings, I'll reach the top in a flash. Don't wonder where he went. I'm man-hunting with the bat and Superman with the beatings. What I'm saying is, if all you have to talk about is justice, then you ain't on my league, bitch.
See, I was supposed to be battling a guy called Messi. A certain vet. Someone whose league's above him, so I certainly would have earned my cred. But rather than seeing a world-class matchup with Messi, we gotta watch Blackburn instead.
I don't want to see Blackburn.
The atmosphere in the room, it was a similar vibe.
Yeah,
It was a similar vibe. It's kind of like London battle rap is back, basically.
Yeah.
That's how it feels, in it. So I'm just looking forward to the next event. Like I don't even care who's battling. I just want to be in the event, in that vibe, just enjoying it like it used to be, in it. So it was good, man. And we had a lot of up and coming new artists as well. It was good to see like a lot of new young battlers coming in, different styles, different groups of people enjoying it. And that's all we really been asking for, to just see it flourish and just to see some new lifeblood into it. And it was just beautiful to see it. And everybody had good performances. One or two iffy ones, as you know, but for the most part, it was good, man. I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy for Paris, Snoop, and Tally to have had a successful launch.
Yeah, massive congrats to the No Loose Chat team. It really was an amazing event, and like you said, there were so many. I think there were at least two battlers who that was their first ever battle.
A few tryouts.
Yeah, there was and so many different styles as well across the board. It was really successful event, and can't wait the second round. the quarterfinals. Is it the September 19th?
Okay, yeah. Quarterfinals. I think also in the quarterfinals there may be like some wild card battles. So some of the guys that you've seen before may be returning
Interesting.
to give another view of themselves. Maybe they didn't feel like they did it in the first round. Now they got a chance to kind of redeem themselves. So it'll be worth kind of tuning in for that one, because you get to see a return of certain people who they may be good enough to have got through to the next round, but they didn't.
Absolutely, there were quite a few of those there were some really, really tight, close battles, and the judges had a really difficult position. Could have gone either way.
Definitely.
And maybe even on the watch back, might call it differently because they were so close. So it would be great to see some of those guys come back and have another opportunity. That would be really exciting.
I think it's important, like for all of them new ones, that among each other they get their battles and their experience of among each other before they step up to like the other names that are a little bit more established and look like veterans and stuff like that. Because this is the best time for them to make all their mistakes and learn new things and all this type of stuff. You don't want to jump in front of someone that's very experienced and make the mistakes. So it's better to get off now, get like 4 to 5 battles behind you amongst your peers. And then you'll be ready. I saw a lot of potential. Like when I'm looking at a lot of these battlers, I'm thinking to myself, 3 to 4 battles down the line, who are you gonna be? You're gonna be something else. Because I always look at it like this, Jen. When I started my first battle, terrible. That's the way I see it. Terrible. I saw a lot of guys on their first battle yesterday that was better than I was. You know what I'm saying? So the sky is the limit for a lot of these youths, innit? If they just keep focused and just lock down, take it serious, make sure they're always prepping properly, they'll go very far. A lot of them. The stage is set for them now, innit? So, we'll see how they get on.
Just have to take it from here.
Yeah, pretty much. And plus they got the judgment as well. I think that's the thing that's going to help them the most, innit? That's one thing. I was very impressed with you guys as judges. You lot took it very serious. A lot of you had notes. A lot of you didn't agree with each other, which is always good to see. Some people said him, some people said the other. And that's nice to see, to show how close each battle actually was, innit? So, it's looking good going forward, innit? I'm trying to get out there and jump in the ring. I've got prior engagements, but I'm burning to jump back on.
You're looking to get back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. ASAP.
Have you got any targets in mind?
I can tell you like this, innit? We're trying to set up Rivers and Scoop versus Trouble and iKid.
Okay.
So that may be the thing that you see in return. Yeah, but I think maybe they're trying to figure out if they want to do a 2-on-2 event, or if they want to put that on an event. When can they fit in?
It's logistics.
Yeah, because obviously like Scoop's a busy man, Trouble and iKid's busy men. They got kids as well. So you have to kind of find a place where you can just kind of get everything working and put it all together and make something special happen. But also, I want it to be part of one of them cards where there's other special stuff happening in it. So it just makes it even bigger, innit? So that's something that
exciting things to come. Yeah. The future's looking great with no loose chat seem to have a lot of things going on planned down the line. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next.
I mean, it's needed, man. I mean, there's been a big kind of vacuum created by like the kind of demise of Gift of the Gab and then that opening up. And let's give all credit due to Art of Rap. They're the kind of spark of there being nothing, and they've come back and they bring new artists into the game and everything. So it's good that there's more than just one league coming up. There's options. Shout out to Nigga Time, man like Pete all the time. They was in the building supporting. When they have an event, we're over there supporting. And I think as long as we have that support for each other moving forward, everybody will flourish in it. And that's really what I want. Because even over there, they've got a lot of artists that wasn't on No Loose Chat, who I feel like would have been good enough in that tournament to go through themselves. You know what I'm saying? Love to see someone like Moke have a battle on No Loose Chat. Love to see like even Photo Boy. Love to see like a lot of other artists, Black T. You know what I'm saying? Like Mons. I'd love to see them come over and show what they can do over here. Like just everybody, all the artists, Deviant in Manchester, Dima, like everybody. There's a lot of battlers out here where they haven't really had a platform good enough for them to flourish, and I feel like we've got that now. So I want to see everybody just grow, do well, man.
Yeah, that looks like it's the future. And has there been since the process first round of the process? how has that sort of hit the scene? What's been the feedback? What have you what's been the effect of that?
I mean, for the most part, it's been a lot of love, a lot of support, you know what I mean? And you know, with certain things you do, you're always gonna have backlash. But what's been surprising is like the angles where the backlash or the hatred is coming from. It's coming from people that you would have thought would have wanted to be involved in the whole situation rather than shun it. You know what I mean? So, and it's just weird when you hear somebody give credit to a movement, but when they join another movement, discredit the same movement they was giving credit to. You know what I mean? It just makes me not even bother listening to their opinion. But, you know, you're going to get a little chatter when you do something positive and it's progressive. So we don't even worry about it. This is battle rap anyway. We're all used to being, you know, criticized live in the ring. So outside of the ring, we're not really going to catch no offense by it. But it's just upsetting when it's somebody that you really want to respect and that's how they're talking. It's just weird, isn't it? But leave them to it. I'm sure they got other things to do. So we have over here, so whatever. But for the most part, it's been a lot of love though.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of love. A lot of people excited. A lot of people want to come to the next one. A lot of people want to get involved. A lot of people talking about, oh, I can't wait for the battle to land. A lot of kind of connections have been built with the new battlers and the old battlers and that. So I can just see growth. That's what I see, you know.
Really shaking up the scene,
Yeah,
really
definitely.
reinvigorated things, and you know.
100%. And I think it was necessary. It was needed. We needed something over here that was big enough to be important for us, innit? It's all right having a little quiet little event somewhere and a couple of us turn up and everything, but when everyone's excited, not just the battlers, the people watching, the judges, whoever else, you're meeting new people that want to get involved, want to come to the next one, they're asking, when is it? Who you battling? Like, that's the kind of energy we need going forward, innit? I feel like it's very positive for us, so I can't even really watch what everyone else is doing, innit? So
Just leave them to it, and you
just carry on.
you do what you're doing, and they can.
There's a lot of good people in battle rap, to be honest. So it doesn't make sense to focus on the ones that ain't really and truly.
Yeah, give your energy to what you want to see going forward, and
100%.
you know there's some real positive stuff happening. And in doing my research, obviously I'm doing looking back on UK battle rap, and especially been digging through the crates and Gift of the Gab, looking through a lot of those battles, watching some interviews from people, and they're over the years, or sort of since in the last few years, listening to battlers talk and stuff, there's been so much, or I hear a lot of, there's a real vacuum, you know, there's really a side of battle rap that's just sort of not being catered to, and there's an audience for it, there's a crowd for it, there are people who want to battle in that style, there's people who want to hear it, and that, you know, there's just not a chance for that sort of side to flourish. So it would be, you know, really great to see what's going on down the line, and where things can go.
Yeah, I think for a long time, that's kind of been like the best kept secret in battle rap. You understand? Because like, if we're honest about it, like in this country, the first people to kind of flourish business-wise was like Don't Flop in terms of battle rap. You understand? And the demographic that they cater to is basically not really our demographic. The only thing that kind of bonds us is maybe there's people within that demographic that enjoy rap.
Yeah.
Regardless of where it comes from, innit? So you can connect with them. But for the most part, there's a lot of people that they more follow the movement and the personalities of the movement. You understand? I was telling someone the other day, in battle rap, it's almost like there's a thing called DF privilege. You know, like you got white privilege in life, you got DF privilege in battle rap. The closer you are to the foundation of Don't Flop, the more favoured you will be by the large demographic of UK battle rap fans. That's just how it works, isn't it? Like, if you get close in there and like you're walking next to her and he's your friend, and then you battled such and such on this card, you will forever be seen as a legend in their eyes. Anything outside of that, they will not see you the same, innit? Because I'm coming from a time where they hated Gift of the Gab. Then it got to a time where I'm over there and they love me and they like Gift of the Gab.
There's 1,000 different ways I can fucking attack. I told man him a ducking me. He offered me quack. I told Fiora, this ain't even a gamble. It's a risk we can take. Chop up Quack and roll him in a white sheet like a crispy pancake. You can't ensure the win. You're gonna have to pay the price. You're the fugazi type. I was dropping jewels before I even made a breakthrough. That's a lazy heist. I see your insecurity. I see your insecurity, but I got this locked. That's the key to my survival. The fact there weren't no open doors is what stopped you seeing my arrival. But I'm here now, prepared to fight. Step near the light. I'm at your mum's laying pipe, at your gal's putting in that woodwork. Career advice. You look and sound like you'd be nervous in a kid's class. Is he sick? Nah. These weak rappers are a plague around here trying to swing out with kid bars. This is your deaf spelling words. That's witchcraft. I told them. This boy is in trouble. I come to cook this shoot. That's a cauldron. Boil and bubble. Eye of snake with a sheep's tongue. You got a voice that stumbles. Be yourself or you'll lose going over the top like a Royal Rumble. I make a big bitch creep in your house and suffocate you with her titties. That's a booby trap. I got 2 hatchets I got from my Arab and Hebrew. They're my axes of evil. They're my axes of evil. I use them to crack your cerebral. If you don't buy into my ideology, I got a violent policy. Try and follow me. I'll push the Tom out front as cover. That's Scientology, mate. You're punching above your weight. I'll cut your face with the same rusty spade I used to dig your brother's grave. Make you and your brother's casket match if walking through the valley of death's what I have to undertake. I leave you fractured, comatose. I have you moving like you had the Holy Ghost. I told your mom, don't flop all fucking day. Viagra overdose.
So I saw both sides of the coin in it. I realized what it was in it. So I feel like eventually there'll be other privileges. There'll be no loose chat privilege. You know what I mean? If you came up over here, people just see you different.
Sure.
You understand? So I think where we spent a lot of time, well, I can't say we, but I'll say where I spent a lot of time reflecting on that, thinking, right, it's kind of unfair. I feel like should have spent and put more of my energy into trying to create something on the other side, a privilege for the other people. You understand? And just to balance it.
When you went over to Don't Flop, was the intention to sort of really, or did you feel like you could bring your style and maybe the gift of the gab style to a wider audience, or, you know, just sort of introduce you and therefore your past battles to, you know, a wider audience? Did you think that it would be sort of bridging a gap?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there was a stigma attached to Gift of the Gab battlers at the time where it's like, because this is how the stigma was built. Some Don't Flop battlers will come to Gift of the Gab, and when they would go back, the perception they would give the other Don't Flop artists and management is that it's savagery, there's drug dealers with rope chains in the crowd, and like they're doing all of this. So by the time I want to go over there, they're all skeptical of what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do. Like the day that I went to Don't Flop, the tension, you could feel it. It's like, I feel like they was expecting me to come up there and say, fuck you,
Yeah.
and just start disrespecting everybody there. But I didn't. I went there to show him that I can rap good. You know what I mean? Like I had good material, and that's basically what I went into doing it. My whole thinking was, they expect me to just come there and be like, I'm going to shoot this and I'm going to do that and rare. So let me show them how good I can be as a rapper. And whatever they want to say about me, that's cool. But the record that I've left is that I'm a good rapper.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that was it. And I feel like once that happened, it became more of a thing where now they would work with artists on our league. They can slowly start. Scoop can go over there. Trouble can go over there. iKid can go over there. And to me, that's really what it was. The door was kind of open now. But it didn't mean that now we was in the building, we would get the same opportunities as everyone else, because we didn't have the DF privilege. but the door was open. We can go there, we can meet new people, we can get opportunities.
Taking away the ignorance of the unknown.
Yeah, we just opened the door.
Yeah.
We didn't get to flourish in there, but Scoop, I don't know how he did it, but Scoop was the one. He got in there and said, right, I'm actually not just going to be a participant. I'm not just going to be respected for being good. I'm actually going to flourish and get good opportunities over there. And he was kind of the one of all of us that, as the door got open, he stepped further into the house and actually got an opportunity that probably a lot of us wouldn't have got. You know what I mean? So.
MC on my right hand side, third appearance and don't flop. First international one, my man Scoop. Make some noise. MC on the left hand side, this must be one of the only clubs in London he ain't battled in. DNA, make some noise. Kicking the fucking day off, my man Scoop, round number 1, let's go.
Hey, fuck you, man. See, I ain't come here to show you respect. Fam, I walked in like a pissed off parent. I came here to show you neglect. Where, to be honest, you only did this for the check, so what? You just showed up to Man City to not do a thing like Pep. Because I came with the goods like a shop floor. So you're gonna know that I'm top drawer, because you came here with Arsenal, and I walked in with an Arsenal, which means that I might give us top 4. It's in a Klitschko bar. Touche. Well, at least you know that real punchers are bred in the UK.
It is what it is, isn't it? So I don't grudge none of my brothers going over there and getting opportunities. I just want them to go over there and get opportunities. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't have them over there battling Jimmy Green Hat and Billy Blue Hat. That's all.
Give them
There's
a
no
shot.
point. Yeah, because they can come here and battle anybody and have a good, intense battle. Why would they go over there and battle someone that's pointless?
Sure.
Because you want that person to look good.
Yeah.
When you spin the result that they beat the big black guy. Forget that. You know what I mean? I want things to be fair and equal. And that's it.
And there's a lot of room, there's a lot of space for everything, for every style.
It's unlimited space.
Yeah.
How about that? There's
And
unlimited space.
There's such a big audience out there. Here in the UK, there's such a massive audience sort of hungry for content, hungry for different styles. Not everybody wants one-dimensional styles.
No.
Everyone can eat, you know.
This is it. And to be honest, I wouldn't grudge. This is what I've always said. And I don't think people have liked it, but I've always said there should just be a separation between the styles, innit? You know what I mean? Because even like in US and Canada or whatever, there is a similar separation where there's some people that take battle rap very serious and they're very intense with their delivery and they're very kind of at their opponent and it means something to them. Then you got other people where they're kind of not committing like that. They're just trying to just belittle what you're saying. You said this and you got a pet cat and you wear like just jokes and that. And I just feel like just cool. There's a bunch of you guys that rap like that. You lot rap with each other. Why do you lot want to rap like this but want to get the intense guy to stand next to you so you can belittle him? And it's like, why do you want to be a parody of battle rap when we're taking it serious? And you want us to battle you while you're being a parody. So now no one can't take none of us serious. Like, no, take it serious. Come over here. Let's battle properly, innit? Get at me. Get at me, dog. You know what I mean? But
That flows nicely into one of my questions. I wanted to get your opinion on the difference between a battler and a battle rapper and where you stand. I guess that answer kind of tells me where you stand. But again, it's something I'm quite interested in, the different styles and the differences between someone who just battles. They go up there to battle an opponent. The rap part is incidental, and someone who is a rapper who battles an opponent.
Okay, so this is the way I see it. I've always thought like a battler might not even be able to rap. That's how deep it is. Battling is like what you have to learn to do as a rapper. Like when I first came into battle rap, I was a rapper and I thought that was good enough. I thought, yep, I can go in there, I can rap better than Gizmo, and that's going to be enough. What I realized is that Gizmo couldn't rap like me, but he could battle. So battling is like the moment. How are you with your opponent? How are you moving? What are you saying? What's your body language like? This is all like the extra stuff you have to add to your rap. Your rap is basically a weapon that you're using for this fight, but it's still a fight.
Sure.
And that's what the battle is, isn't it? So I kind of see them people that they're good at battling, you know, they can come in there and, you know, you can say some disrespectful things and you can get people on your side and you can sway a crowd. But when you're up against someone that can do that and put it in a rap format, you've got no chance. You have to be able to rap to beat a battle rapper. You understand? The only way you beat a battle rapper as just a battler is if he has a bad day. That's it. If he has a good day, you've got no chance. You can't rap. You can't beat a battle rapper if all you do is battle and you can't rap.
If you don't have the mechanics.
If we tell you, all right, we're not battling now, but we're going to put a beat on, and you say, oh, I don't even rap, you can't be better than the guy who battle raps. Like, simple, like, battle rap was created in the format of hip-hop rap. You understand? This is what the problem is over here as well. There's a lot of people that do not respect hip-hop, running around talking about their battlers and they battle rap and all this type of stuff. I personally don't understand it. How are you involved in battle rap and you know nothing about hip hop? You don't even respect the art form. Like you're an indie artist, but you battle sometimes. What? Like me personally, if you battle rap, you better can rap.
Yeah.
And I'll take you serious. And if you rap, you better can battle, or I'm not taking you serious. That's how it goes. Like you ask anyone worth their salt in the US, the mecca of where it comes from, can you be a rapper if you have not battled before? They'll say no. What do you mean? How can you be a rapper if you haven't put your skills to the test as a rapper? Can you be a battler if you can't rap? No. There's no such thing as a battler that can't rap. It's the same thing. I don't know. It kind of irks me, innit? But it is what it is. It's going to get to a point where these things become more important. But because the game has been in a certain place for a long time, some things have been pushed out and kind of gentrified out of the game. You understand? To where it's like, oh, you don't need to rap. You just need to go out there and tell some dick jokes and, you know, say something funny. And then you can win it's dead. I've heard man go on, I've heard O'Shea tell a man, I'll shag your father. That's live Frank Sinatra. I mean, the that's live Frank Sinatra bit, that's quite funny. But the setup, why? Do you understand? But again, when you know your crowd,
Shock value.
Yeah, the shock value, you know your crowd are gonna love that. You're gonna do that. You understand? So I'm just saying, we're creating a crowd that doesn't like that shit. They prefer other things in it. And if you know how to do them other things, you'll flourish there. If you don't, then you can basically go wherever else you want to go.
So basically, yeah, space for all of it, but battlers, if you're just a battler, battle other battlers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because battlers are the ones that, they don't have to rhyme. They can just go up there and tell a story and just laugh and joke and just belittle you. That's fine. You can do that, but don't waste someone's time who's actually putting rounds together. Like they're condensing everything they know into line after line after line after line, packing it in. They've got a hand gesture for everything. They've all got a spin and a moonwalk while they're doing it and all of that, just for you to come there and say, you've got a pet cat. It's a waste of everyone's time. You understand? It just ruins it still. I want to see intensity. I want to see you have something crazy to say. You have something crazy to say. Let's compare it. Who was better? That's battling to me. That's battle rap to me, innit? Anything other than that, I don't know about it still. I really don't. Because all the other ones, they're the ones that say, I'll battle you. Then, oh, I can't do it, you know. Can't do it. What do you mean you can't do it? Where is your competitive spirit? Oh, you're not a rapper. Oh, I get it now, still. That's as simple as it is for me. If you're not a rapper, you don't have the hip hop elements, you'll never have that competitive nature to where it means something to battle this person and that person.
Yeah, it's got to be a competition. It's got to be
all
you
times.
pitting your skills against his skills and showing that you're the best and that you can take him out with your raps.
Like, I think it's a case of what you're willing to accept as well. Like me, it's not that I'm willing to accept anything, but I just feel like I'll say anything. So whatever you say, I don't care, because I'll just say whatever I want to say. That's my way of looking at it. Some people, they want to be able to talk to you in a kind of way, but they don't really want you to be able to talk back to them, innit? So their whole thing is based on insecurity, innit? I want a battle where people already like me, I'm already better than the guy, and he's not good enough to say anything that will hurt me.
Yeah,
that's
going to stroke my ego.
Pretty much, innit? So
okay, so that leads nicely into my other question, or another question. Is there too far in battle rap? Can you go too far? in your material?
I think I never used to believe so, but I do believe so now. I think in life there's certain unwritten rules in it. So like I am not about to battle someone who's had a family member pass away and make that my angle. I'm not doing it. Yeah. On top of that, I don't like before. I'm not gonna lie to you, Londonjennn. I don't know if you've seen the files. Yeah. But
I've seen the files.
Okay, you see the
Each
files.
and every one.
All right. So we won't have to really go into it. But I've said some crazy things when I was younger, coming in the game or whatever. Innit? Fine. The older I get now, I understand I'm more skilled to where I don't even need to say them type of things. I could probably hurt you worse without saying them type of things there, innit? Like, I've gone from saying I'll kick your baby out the window to telling a guy I'll raise your child better than you can.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think
with
there's
a
ways
much
of doing
better
it.
angle.
Yeah, there's
so much,
ways of doing
far
it.
more cutting.
Why do I have to be the savage when I can just show them that you're the savage? Do you understand? So
Yeah,
I think
like that
maturity.
spin on it,
Yeah, maturity is what happens in battle rap. When you come in, you know, shock value, you think this is gonna hurt your opponent more. Maybe someone said something mean to you, so you said, what? The next battle you're gonna say something crazy back. But as time goes on, you understand like that aside, I can still show people how good I am and my skill in it. You understand? And on top of it, I want people to enjoy it. And everyone's got kids. So everyone is gonna identify with their child being hurt when you talk about doing something mad to their youth. Understand? So there's no point in even doing that. So I do think like innocent people are kind of off limits, rare. I think like the reason why I will talk about mums and shit is because my mum understands my battle career, innit? She's watched my battles and she's heard people say shit about her in my battles, and she's never once been like, how dare he? How did he? How dare he?
You let him say that about me?
Yeah. She's looking at what I'm saying and saying, I think you went too far, son. I think you went a bit too far. He only just cussed me for rare, but you're talking about this. So for me, I feel like a grown adult understands how the game works, and it's just a fence, rare. Like, I'm not really a fan of like, you know, like them personals where you're bringing props to the battle and pictures. I've seen people bring pictures of people's kids and all that. I'm not really a fan of none of that type of stuff. I think if you get a good angle and you can make a punch out of the angle and you can work with it, cool, innit? I think one of the judges said that to one of the guys, right? You had all these personal angles. I think it was Fat Tones. Do you remember?
Yeah, he had
a
an
lot
angle
of personal
about
angles.
the mum, the sister, baby
Yeah,
mum
but
being evicted.
you
or
had
something.
no punch that kind of wrapped it all together, innit?
Yeah, and that went on, I think, all 3 rounds. He sort of dragged on the angle.
So you're just up
It
there
was
telling
just
stories.
brought up. That's exactly it. And it didn't, there were no punches.
And this is
it
why I
wasn't
say
particularly funny either.
battling and battle rapping. I feel like he was up there just battling. He wasn't battle rapping, innit? His opponent was actually rapping, even though his opponent wasn't battling. Could you imagine? Not because he was against Novel, innit? Novel weren't actually battling him. He was just kind of rapping. And he weren't actually rapping. He was just kind of battling. So it was like, someone said it was a style clash, innit? Really and truly. But the battling thing, you got to have a punch, bro. You got to put something together and then afterward have a punch that goes with it, like, so that we can appreciate you telling us that information. Okay, that's why you told us the information. You're just literally going out there saying, yo, man works at the chip shop. And then you're on to the next thing. And on Saturday, so why are you telling us that, bro? Like, I need, like, at least have like a battered fish bar or something.
Something. Finish that, move on to the next one. Like, what was the point of the fish and chip shop if you're not going to throw a punch in there?
Yeah, there's no fish bar, there's no, samurai, come on, man. So, but again, these are their kind of early battles, innit? So this is the learning curves that they go through and that. But yeah, that's my thing, like with the personal thing, if you can create a little punch out of it and just keep it moving, fair enough, innit? But if you're just going up there to expose somebody just for the point of exposing them, that's dead. We're all peers here, innit? All peers, like, make it be for entertainment purposes, create a punch, make him appreciate the fact that you put it together. When he hears the punch.
Make it worthwhile.
There's got to be a payoff, innit? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not really, but again, that's more kind of maturity. I could understand if you just came into battle rap and you're reckless and you don't care and you'll say anything. I get it. I understand the energy, but you'll grow and you'll get to a point where you think, I want to get at this guy, but I don't want to do it cheaply. I really want to destroy him without even focusing on anything else. I don't know, because you start to realize there's so much excuses that people can make for an opponent when you're saying certain kind of level of things, innit? It's like, oh yeah, like I battled Joker Star on Premier Battles, and people are saying, raw, like Rivers ain't got the charisma to be that disrespectful to Joker Star. Rare. And it was like, but I'm up there telling him, suck your mom, rare, all this type of stuff. Like, to me, the reason being, because Joker Star played the bully role, poking up man in their chest and all this type of stuff. So my thinking is, your angle against me, who people look at like some guy that you should be intimidated from or whatever, you're going to come up there and show them, I'm not like you, I don't have to be intimidated. And he was just doing too much. So my material was just structured to let him know, I'm going to talk reckless to you. So regardless what you say, you have to be talking more reckless to me for it to work in it. And it basically got me the win in it. But for the most part, like, there's a lot of like unnecessary disrespect in the early stage of a baller's career, innit? I think you're finding your feet in it, just trying to figure out what works. How can I make? Because remember, you start to think, I need to get the crowd. What can I say that the crowd's gonna react to? I know they. Oh my god, they'll definitely react to this. And then you say it, and then you don't get the. You don't get the. You get people looking at you like, "Wow, why did you say that?" I'm sure when them youths, Chrome and Nux was writing their lyrics down, they said the crowd's gonna go mad when I say this. The crowd's gonna go. They're gonna laugh.
The crowd went something.
Yeah,
the crowd did something.
It wasn't nuts.
Yeah, no, we were
more upset.
Like, what on earth was that? What's happening? And then we were more, and then it kept going. And
I've seen people leave the battle. Literally, I've seen people walk out like.
Text me when it's done.
Yeah, that's it. Man, I'll come back with you rap. Like, the man left the room like said, no, I'm not listening to this. You know what I mean?
It was a bit odd. It was a bit of an odd one. Yeah, that was a bit strange.
It gets like that. I mean, we had a few shockers back in the day at Gift of the Gab still. You know what I mean? But I think it didn't look as grandiose as that. Yeah. So it wasn't really something we had to. It weren't like some big room with the lights and camera action. It was just a small little private thing, innit? But that there on that type of occasion, you have to get your stuff right.
Wait for the battles to drop.
You don't see what we're talking about. I don't want to give too much spoilers away, but that battle was wild. Yeah. That battle was wild, bro.
It was certainly that. On that same night, I think it was Gills versus Nobi. He had quite a lot of he took the Christian and came. Yeah. He was talking about you're a Christian and white supremacy type. It was really complex and his material was really good, but. As judges, and I'm sure the crowd was sort of thinking the same thing, is Nobi Christian? Like, it was an angle that people aren't aware of. It's not an obvious one. You can't see it when you look at him, and he's not known enough to know that. You would have to basically, but it kind of worked for me. I'll tell you why in a second, but you would have to literally set the foundation. What you're going to say. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. If he needs to find a way to bring that in on your Instagram page, when you told me you were actually, introduce it so that we're like, oh, okay, this is a
kind
thing.
Of set the tone, and then you start hitting us up with
why did it? What are you gonna say?
It worked because Nobi jumped out in his round and said, "I'm a Christian," and
and he baptized him.
Yeah, and he said,
"Oh well, yeah."
I said he baptized him, so now he actually baptized him now. But it worked very well in terms of we look for a conversation in battle rap where he's talking to you and you're talking back. Sometimes it will look like you're rebuttaling each other because you're the way how your material's set up in it, and when that happens, it's always a good battle. So I think my man talking about it helped. It helped Gills a little bit. It kind of made Gills' thing look a bit more, okay, so he's right. Yeah. And then like another thing that happened as well, Gills got kind of lucky where Gills had some material and then my man's come out here and said, yo, Gills, and Gills got to do with fish. Gills had material where he was calling my man a fish, saying you look like a fish. That just worked perfectly for him as well. It was almost like he rebutted it. So he said that now you've come with a whole scheme.
I think I wrote in my notes when I was listening, is that a rebuttal? And then it went on. It's like, okay.
He had like one rebuttal at the front of it, and then he just started going into his material like it was mad. So sometimes in battle rap, the gods are just with you, and it just works out perfectly. But like Gills is my guy, man. I told Gills next battle, you've got to perform much more stronger. Wasn't really impressed with your performance, bro. It was kind of. So his third round, he planted his feet, he was at him, So that's what I wanted for the 3 rounds, innit? But I think because like sometimes when you prep late, it's like you have to use muscle memory to remember. So when you're practicing, you're moving side to side, and that's what's kind of keeping you're focused on what's coming next, innit?
Okay, that
You're kind
rhythm.
of trapped in the
yeah.
zone. Yeah, that's it. So I think prep harder, and you won't even need to rely on that. You can just kind of move however you want to
That
move,
was a
innit?
great battle. That battle.
Yeah, yeah,
really
it was.
good battle.
I was impressed with
really
Nobi
looking
as well.
forward to seeing that coming back. Yeah,
I
definitely.
think Nobi's one where when you watch it back, there'll be a lot of things he said where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you was talking, like, even Gills, I was talking to him, he said, bro, don't get it twisted. Nobi had shit in there. He told me some boy had about the amethyst and all this stuff. I was
Yeah,
like,
the
hold on.
purple, what was it?
The
Purple
stone or the
hammer fist. Yeah, the hammer fist,
the
purple
amethyst
fist.
and
Yeah.
that. He had some stuff in it, but at the time, because he overperforms,
Yes.
it gets a
Yes.
bit lost in
And
translation.
he's got the Portuguese accent as well,
Yeah.
and he spits very fast, and he's aggressive. So you combine all those things, you really got to work on delivery so that the crowd actually hears and understands everything. When you've got all that material in there,
Yeah.
for us to get that, you need to really perfect and hone those things so that we hear everything that you're spitting.
Nobi's early in it as well, so he'll definitely start to. And I think that was the difference between him and Gills. Gills was very clear.
So clear, yeah.
You could hear what
very
he was saying.
concise, yeah.
And
His
I
diction
was
great.
telling someone, like, it was like Nobi was in there, he was jabbing, jab, and Gills was just like winding up, and then he would just let off one bang, and then he would just sit back, and then it's like Nobi just, and he's like wind up again, just knock him down. So it was kind of like haymakers versus jabs in that battle still. But I did want more from. I feel like I know Gills had good material, but I wanted him to go much harder than that. In it, I'd like to put the pressure on my guys. I want them to.
Yeah, because he did a lot of freestyling in that his first round. Half of it must have been
like
freestyle. The whole beginning he did the feeder shoes, and then he brought in the cameraman, and then
then he's got into his material after that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I think
it
that's what
felt a bit disjointed,
because this is what happens when you prep late. You have to, as a person that's experienced in the game, you have to rely on your other skills. So in his mind, okay, my first round's a bit short, so let me start off with like this, and then I'm gonna build into it from there, innit?
Yeah.
Which is kind of smart, but if you can make it more cohesive, then it'll work better, innit?
Like you say, it's a learning curve, and this is what they're here for, to really work on those skills and see what works.
This is it, man. It was a good battle though, man. I think it was a great battle to kick off the event.
Oh,
as well.
absolutely.
You know, set the tone from there. It was like,
let's go.
Let's go. What else we got?
Yeah,
everyone's rolling up, ready to go now. It's like, yo, who else is battling? Yeah, it was a great event.
And a great battle to start. That was a really good choice. Kind of similar thing. What do you think about judge? Where do you stand with judge battles? What's your opinion on judge battles? Would you like to see more of them?
Listen, I think I've had in my life around 3, possibly 4 judge battles in it of all the battles I've done, and I've lost one of them, and that was controversial. We'll get into that another time. But all the other ones, it was like I think 2 of them was judged by a crowd, and then I'm lying. Every battle that I had at Premier Battles, I've had 5 battles up there. Every single one of them.
All of those.
It was all judged. And then outside of that, I've had, I think, 2 or 3 judged, like King of the Runnels, where, like when the crowd's judging and all of this. And then I think one other one was where it was King of the Runnels versus Gift of the Gab. We did a little joint thing, innit? Tanika Tan, and that was there. And obviously, I got a judgment on that one as well, innit? Apart from that, though, I've never really had no issue with judgment, but it gets kind of political when there are ties between battlers and judges, innit? I feel like judges can't be battlers, innit? But they still have to know battle rap. Because what we have, like in other leagues, what they've done is, Rivers, you want to judge, yeah? Yeah, come over and judge. It's like, you don't even check my relationship with the guy. I could finesse it if I want. If I want this guy to win, and you don't really want to judge. I could probably even go over and influence, like, my man smoked a minute, fam. Come on, man ain't voting for him, innit? Yeah, you're right, Rivers. And then 2-2s now, the other guy. So for me, I think judges have to be separate for starters from the battlers and that. And I do think this year, and I'll say this to you, as a judge, it's like, try to never make the politics of the game ever creep into your decision making. You could be cool with everybody, but if they lose, they lose. You understand? If they do well, they do well. Whether you like them or not, kind of thing. As long as you got that aspect as a judge, then it's fair for everybody. Do you understand? It's literally fair for everybody. But I just think when it comes down to the diplomacy thing, where it's like, it is like, so for example, we just talked about Gills against Nobi. I can't judge that battle. if I judge, I'm gonna be very hard on girls, but I prefer girls, so I'm probably gonna lean towards girls.
Yeah.
I'll probably give Nobi the 2-1 or whatever.
There's a conflict of interest
Yeah.
there, yeah.
But other people that I'm not too, I can judge that.
Yeah.
You understand? But I'd rather, as a battler, never judge anything and just be a battler in it. And then the judges, they have their own. I think judgment needs to actually be a lane that flourishes to where like some people only judge. That's their thing, innit?
Sure.
Like there's a
Okay,
whole
so you've
generation
got
of
battle judges, yeah.
like there should be, and I don't think every battle should be a judge battle either. Some battles, like when you get two big names and very rare, we just want to see you lot go at it. I think unless there's something on the line, we're talking money, we're talking some type of position or like you lot are battling for something.
If there's a consequence.
Then we throw judges in. But outside of that, if we just want to see you lot go back to back, bang.
We'll be the judge. The fans will debate. We'll sit here for the next however many years.
I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like tournament wise, very good to have judges. How it was done was very, very well, innit? It was done very well. So I think going forward, it's a good kind of format for judging, innit? If each and every single one of the judges separately has got their own channel where they speak and talk and promote battle rap and the culture. Do you understand? So we, outside of your judgment, we can look at each and every single one of you and say, you lot love this shit. You understand? So because we know that, we can accept your judgment even more. You understand? And if we don't like your judgment, we can watch your videos and we can see how you judge other things and be like, okay, no, she is. Alright, cool. So I prefer that. It would be much better if it was like you guys rather than like a battler that was in the room. You know what I mean?
Or with personal relationships, perhaps, or something, you know, a reason to call a battle either way, other than just the 3 rounds that were in front of them.
Also, this is where it will get tricky for you guys as judges, Down the line, this is what's going to happen. You guys are going to be judging. You're going to start hearing your name popping up in people's lyrics.
No.
And then when you start hearing your name pop up in lyrics, you've got to be like, if it was a bar, it was a bar still. I know it was about me and everything, but if it was a bar, it was a bar still. And you've got to kind of be like, alright, cool, the battlers get a lot of shit.
Not like Method Man the other day in the Ultimate Madness. He came for Danny Myers, I think it was and who was it? Danny and Bill? No, not Danny and Bill. I don't know. Yeah, a couple of people came for Method Man in his bars, and he wasn't very happy about it. And he said something, but you got to take it. You got to judge it.
It's got to bounce off. You know, if it's good, give them their just shoes. If it's trash, you're within your rights to be like, I wish it was better. It's trash. You know what I mean? But I'm just giving you a little glimpse of the future. It will happen. You know, you will start to hear that. Because some people will think, if I put a bar in there about Londonjennn, when it comes to judgment, she might just be like, do you know what? I like that.
No, she won't.
Cool. That's what I'm saying. When diplomacy creeps in, you gotta stick to your guns. You know what I'm saying?
Think about your opponent as a battler. Think about your opponent.
That's
Don't
it.
think about the judges. Don't think about impressing them. Think about just tearing apart your opponent.
That's
and the judges will do their thing.
And if it's relevant to make that bar because of something relevant, then cool, innit? But let's not be reaching.
For real.
Let's
for
not
real.
be
That's
reaching.
it. Yeah.
Londonjennn might have actually knocked out somebody, and we're gonna use that as the punchline.
Statute of limitations. I'm not up yet. Please don't talk about any of that shit. And if you do, I'm not touching it. I'm not judging that.
Okay.
You can't talk about them sort of things.
Say no more.
Yeah.
You've heard it here
Snitches get
first.
stitches.
You heard it here first. Yeah.
Okay, I think on that note, in fact, so let's talk about what you've got coming up. You were talking about the possible 2-on-2 or the actual 2-on-2, just working out logistics, and you're talking about you want to get back in the ring. You're loving this vibe that's going on.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling the energy, man. I'm feeling the energy right now. I miss it because you got to think. I haven't been on a card in London, like name on a card, like a proper London event for like maybe 5 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
5 years. Any time that I've been in London to do an event, it's been a secret battle. I haven't been announced. It's been because I'm so anxious to get out there that right near the event I say, come on man, let's get something, man, jump up man, and then I have to get in there, then I battle and whatever in it. So I think because I haven't been announced, a lot of people have said, oh, when are you battling, and when I tell them the battle, they say, yeah, I'm coming. I say, it's in Manchester.
Man. Yeah.
So people have been waiting to see me battle back in London innit? So that's more what I'm looking forward to, innit? Just being able to perform for them, innit? Because I've done a lot of stuff since the last time they see me, innit? So I'd love to just showcase and just be like, yo, this is what it is
so
now.
Cool. And opponents? You got anyone in mind?
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. There are so much people that I want to battle. It's like I can't really say when it's gonna happen, but I will literally reel off all the names. Like, this is the people that I want to battle. In no particular order.
Okay.
Yeah? No particular
You listening?
order. Yeah. Obviously, we're gonna do Trouble and iKid. You know what I mean? I would battle Scoop, but Scoop don't want to battle Big Bro, so we'll put that to the side. Yeah. I want to battle. I don't know if you're aware of Mackenzie. I want to battle Mackenzie.
Yes. The Scottish.
Yes, sir. I think he's the best in Scotland.
Yeah,
I want
he's
to battle him.
dope.
Yeah.
I really like him.
I want to battle Mackenzie. I want to battle Tox from Manchester.
Okay, yeah, Tox.
I want to battle D-Mac from Manchester.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like D-Mac.
D-Mac's hard.
Yeah.
He's hard. Like, I do want to give a shot to like one of these new rookies or whatever, just to see like what they do and that. Certain of them are good. Some of them are good, yeah. And I was talking to Caps the other day, and Caps was like, "Listen, someone's got to take Tech out now because we don't need Tech to get too good. Okay. It's going to be a problem. Someone needs to get in there now and take out Tech."
Cut him down at the knee before he's even got a chance to grow.
Can't have it. You lot are looking too good out here.
So do you like the sound of that? You and Tech maybe?
I mean, I'm up for whoever they want to throw out of them. That's how I've been for the last little while because I get ducked by so much people. I can't even afford to have picks anymore. Sure. I've just got to be willing to battle whoever. Okay. You understand?
And you might put a rookie through their paces.
Yeah, no, I will. There's no might about it. I definitely will.
That.
I feel like they deserve it if they're doing well. And if Snoop, Paris, Tally say, "Yo, Rivs, we want you to just give my man a little," I say, "Yeah, man, cool. I've got no problems." Like I'm trying to be the person that helps them flourish. Like I wasn't helped. You understand? Only one or two people, like your Dialects, that's a name that I love to mention because I think Dialect's a legend in the game that deserves much more respect than he gets. You understand?
Dialect.
We should be talking about Dialect like he's the champion of this shit. He ain't got, there's nobody that's got the work ethic that he's got as a battler and an artist. You understand? He does a lot. Understand? He's always got a professional attitude, so I think he deserves a lot of credit. People like him and Tony D are who I look up to. So when you see me moving professional, I'm trying to follow in their lead. And someone like iKid, he's another guy that's similar to that, very professional. You never have no time where you could say iKid had an attitude or anything like that. And he's always working hard and not getting no respect. You understand? They're giving him this guy, that guy. Give these guys these names and stuff like that. Stop wasting man's time because man's working harder than the people that you hoist up there in that level. Yeah. Understand? So to me, I just want to battle all the ones coming up. Like obviously me and Surfer has to happen. It has to happen. Understand? I'm probably gonna battle maybe 2 people in Surfer's FTW. Really, truly. Could be any of them. Like I'm like Jen. Let's just say this, yeah. I'll battle anybody who wants to smoke. Yeah, let's just be like that. Whoever wants smoke,
line them up.
Line them.
Line them up.
Yeah? Line them up.
Anybody.
Doesn't matter.
Anyone
who.
Can get it.
Anyone can get it. They just gotta say your name, bro. That's it. Say your name, bro. There's certain of you out here that I've all got rounds for already. You understand?
Ooh,
I've already got rounds for certain man because they tried to do a little moonwalk and slide out of the battle, but it's cool. The rounds are still there. You know what I mean?
Still get it.
Still.
Okay, and on that note then, Rivers, thank you so much.
Sis, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
We've got to have you back again soon.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And thank you so much for coming on. I've been Londonjennn.
I've been Rivers.
Tell it like it is. Tell it like it's supposed to be. I try and give my everything. That's probably why they stole from me. Cross my heart and hope to die before they take my soul from me. Hope and pray on the path of a wild predator. The glow remains when the vocal range is a wide plethora. Expose my passion in a cultured fashion. You more or less condone these actions if there's no reaction. I was on the corner, turned up, overactive. Looking forward to the game, it's like the road was practice. They pose a threat, we get the picture. You know the tactic, bros are snapping. Since then my memories be photographic. The urine-soaked corridors when you live close to addicts, clinging to the last ounce of structure that they owe their habits. I pick him up off the floor and let him hold the magic. Out here is killer, be killed, fam, the roads are savage. I'm reminiscing on the past, Henny in my glass. Lying on my deathbed, still trying to prep my bars. I got the heart, but real life left the love torn. So I'm trying to build an empire for my unborn. When I was young, I asked God to help me be the best. And now I'm grown, I'm wishing that I asked to see success. I never been as blessed, I'm trying to pay it back. Same time I'm edgy, 3 steps from a maniac. Family first, there's no debating that. I put in road work for mine, and paving slab will lay you flat. And we were once kings, if you should trace it back. Evolved out the image of a race from an ancient track, where papyrus production is how the paper stack. Jewel-filled coastlines travel by the engrossed minds. Spiritual knowledge to help our soul shine. The devil stole time, an eye for an eye, and we're both blind. Money on the line, I control mine. I get the last profit, like I got the angel Gabriel's cosign. Yeah, I get the hate, it doesn't matter, I don't mind. Corner me, I'm back off the ropes, throwing a clothesline. I train to dominate, I'm the one who they nominate. They judge a man, but never willing to exonerate. I hold the key, they throw a key after I'm locked away. They might have got me on the past, but not today. Cause I'm a block away. Cause I'm a block away. So I'ma tell you how it is, and I'ma tell you how it's supposed to be. And you can see it from afar, or you can even get close to me. So I'ma tell you how it is, and I'ma tell you how it's supposed to be.